All right, let's jump right in. We all use AI, right? It's everywhere. But how often do we actually stop and think about our relationship with it? Today, we're going to talk about a really crucial mindset shift, one that puts you squarely in the driver's seat.
And we're going to kick things off with a question that, might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's a question we absolutely have to ask.
I mean, let's be real for a second. When you get a bland, kind of useless result from an AI, is it really the tool's fault, or is it ours? It's that nagging thought, I think, that a lot of us have, but maybe don't say out loud.
So what's the move here? We've got to flip the script. It's all about changing our relationship with this tech, grabbing the reins before we even realize they're slipping away.
Now, let's reframe this whole thing, because the problem might not be what you think it is. It's so easy to blame the technology, but the real issue, it's often a lot closer to home.
This right here gets to the absolute heart of it. The real bottleneck isn't the AI's algorithm, it's our approach. Think of it like a mirror, right? It can only reflect the quality of the instructions we give it.
And this is such a huge realization. The technology itself is just sitting there with all this potential. You're the spark. You're the one who activates it, the mind that gives it direction. The power was never in the AI to begin with. It's always been in your hands.
So, okay, how do we actually do this? How do we make the shift? Well, it really boils down to two very different mindsets, and which one you choose completely changes the kind of results you get. Let's break them down.
First up, you've got the user. This is kind of the default mode for most of us. We treat AI like a magic 8-ball. We give it some lazy, vague command, and then we're disappointed with the generic junk it spits out. It's a passive approach, and guess what? It gets you passive results.
But then you have the controller. This is a whole different ballgame. A controller sees AI not as a magician, but as an incredibly smart, incredibly fast intern. The controller is a director, giving clear, detailed, context-rich instructions to guide that intern toward a very specific, high-quality goal.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. It's not about being a tech wizard, it's a simple choice of approach. Are you going to be passive or active, vague or specific? The results you get are a direct reflection of that choice. It's that simple.
Okay, so let's get practical. Let's move on to the actual technique that turns you from a passive user into an active controller. This is where the game really changes.
Oh man, we've all done this. We type something just like this, make a post about marketing, and then we wonder why the output is so boring you could fall asleep reading it. A prompt like this gives the AI almost nothing to work with. No context, no goal, no personality, nothing.
So here's the solution. It's a simple but incredibly powerful three-part formula. Before you even think about your request, you define three things. First, who is this for? That's your audience. Second, what do I want to happen? That's your goal. And third, what should this feel like? That's the tone. So instead of make a post, you try something like, my audience is busy startup founders. My goal is to get them to click the link to my newsletter. And the tone should be witty, super concise, and a little bit urgent. See the difference? It's night and day. You've given the AI a detailed mission, not just a vague idea.
Now, this mindset shift, it's about more than just getting better outputs. It actually helps us deal with a much deeper, almost existential fear that a lot of people have about AI and our future.
We've got to reframe how we think about this. The fear that AI will make us lazy or obsolete is, well, it's missing the point. It is not a shortcut to stop thinking. In fact, when you use it right, it demands you think more.
Just think of AI as an amplifier, a force multiplier. It takes your existing skills, your creativity, your strategic mind, and it just cranks it up to 11. If you have a clear vision, AI helps you get there faster and better than ever before. It's a tool that makes capable people even more formidable.
So let's bring this all home. If there's one single idea you walk away with today, it's this. This is the mindset that puts you back in command.
This is so important. This whole shift is not a permission slip to get mentally lazy. Using AI effectively requires more critical thinking, not less. You have to be the strategist, you have to be the editor, and you absolutely have to be the final decision maker.
Honestly, your most valuable professional skill in the next few years won't just be what you know, but how well you can direct this powerful tool to execute on what you know. Your ability to guide AI, that is your new superpower. So never ever forget it. You are the strategist. You are the director. You are the boss. Period. Because in the end, that's all AI is. A ridiculously powerful, world-changing tool for sure, but still a tool. And its potential is only limited by the vision of the person who's wielding it.
So the real question is, what are you going to build?